Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be covering attributes in HTML. So let's just jump right into it. I'm going to do the exact same thing and use the live server. So we'll press go live here and we'll put that to the side, ready to go. And as always, whatever changes we make to the code, just press Control Save and it'll get updated for our browser. So attributes. Attributes are, well, exactly like the name, they are the attributes of the elements. If you remember elements, they are so basically the elements within HTML, they have the start tag, right? And then they have some content and then the end tag, right? Pretty simple. Or you could go back and watch the last video. And so today we're gonna talk about the attributes. So the attributes of an element will always be in the start tag. So as you know, so for example, the h1 header tag. So here's our start tag, and this is the end tag, right? And all the attributes are always gonna go in the start tag, and there can be a bunch of them, by the way, such as like we'll cover it. Okay, so attributes are used to give more information about the elements, and yeah, like sometimes they're used to help the web browser understand what it's looking at. So, for example, like up here for the HTML document, we have the attribute language lang being English, so that when the browser is or search engines are looking for your page, they know already, okay, what language is this page going to be in, for example. Another great example could be in an image tag, for example. You could have the attributes width and height, and we'll cover a few of these. So let's start off by just adding some similar stuff that we had last time. So we had the header tag last time, and I'll name that very simple, and we'll do the same thing for the footer, and on the footer we can write, or actually, why don't we put a p tag in here this time, and we can put like all rights reserved or whatever you want to. And yeah, we'll make sure that we write, or our examples will be in between the header and the footer this time. So the first example I think we should go over is the link tag. So the link tag, which is an A tag, will represent a link on your page. So if I write up the A tag right here, and I could put a link so the tag in the content in between the start and the end tag for the A tag. So for the hyperlink over here would be the text. So for example, if I want to write visit Google, this is what the user will see. Actually, let's press Control Save, and you can kind of see what that looks like for now. Well, actually, I should have. It's my bad. Should have wrote header in here. There you go. In fact, let's not write header. Let's write attributes. That looks a lot better. All right. So. But of course this isn't a link yet, and we want this text to be a link. So the attribute that the A tag is getting is called href, and the way to write it is you write the attribute name, =, and then in quotations, and remember the quotations are very important because a space or something can mess it up, or a dash. And then in between these quotation marks we can put the actual link that we want to send the user to. So I'll go ahead and I'll put that right in here. There you go. I'll press Control Save. So now you can see it's got under highlighted under here, and we can probably press that right there, and brought us right back to the Google page, home page. Put whatever link you want there, and that's basically an example of how the link tag and an example attribute works. At the same time, let's jump right in and start looking at the image tags, because the image tags usually have more attributes. So for the image tags, we're just going to have them stored locally. right here. So in the folder that I had named HTML practice, I put in an image folder, and inside of it I have two images, a carrots.jpg and flowers.jpg. So let's put them in. The image tag looks like this. It has the start tag and not an end tag, and its attribute will be the source. So the source is going to be the pathway to your image, basically. And in this case, because it's in the same the image folder is in the root that I'm working with, it'll be right here. I wrote it down, luckily. There you go. So referring to the image folder, and we're going to be opening up carrots.jpg. Let's press Control Save and see what happens. So as you can see on my site, it put it right there, right up to the link. And if you remember from the last video, if I want to put a break there, a line break, I can just write a break tag. And there you go. Looks a tiny bit better, more organized, but this is not really how it's done. I'm just trying to give you an introduction to how this should be read, basically. Okay, so let's put the other image in as well. So we're just going to copy this, and I'll put in the flowers, and if I press Control Save, the flowers tag will come down. So it's going to take the original size of the image, and so let's use attributes now to make them similar. Let's make them both the same size, even though it'll probably distort the image a bit. So let's do that right now. So we can make additional attributes right here within the start tag of the image, and we could use, for example, the height. Sorry, I did not spell that correctly. The height tag, and let's give it a value of, say, 300. And we'll do the exact same thing with the width. And yeah, we can just go ahead and copy those for our flowers image as well. Control Save, and there you go. Although the image is distorted, but at least they're the same size. So yeah, there you go. That's what attributes are, and as you go forward, you're going to see a lot more of them. Generally, you're going to try to stay standardized with them, so they're usually lowercase within the brackets. You want to make sure that you're not missing any. Oh, so like for example, in the paragraph tag right here, you could put a title attribute, and this title will basically let the browser know what this information is. So this is, for example, I could, just joking, right? This is the privacy policy or something like that, right? And that will be invisible to you unless you hover over it, and you can see. So that's what the browser is being told that this information is, and you could have done that for most of the other elements. Actually, the image tags are usually given an attribute called alt, and so this is just alternative. It's basically the text description of what your image is. So for my carrots one, it is carrots in a field, and for my second one, it is we'll just name it pink flowers. And so what this does is it helps the search engine and the browser see what that is, but also if someone is visually impaired on your website, they'll be able to have that information, for example, read out to them or explained as to what it is. And yeah, that helps. All right, let's move on. Another quick one before we end this that I want to show you is, for example, in this let's work with the title. In the header, we can give it the tag style, and we can try, for example, color, and we'll set that to, I don't know, aqua. Control Save, and you can see the color changes there. This method is not really used, but yeah, it's good to know. It's good to practice and try it out. So if you have any questions, you can let me know in the comments. Alright, thanks for watching.